The ECOWAS network of electoral commissions, ECONEC, ended its 6th Biennial General Assembly in Abuja and took the following decisions. 1. Adoption of the activity report and financial report of the past 2 years between 2017 and 2019, prepared by the Secretariat under the supervision of the Steering Committee, led by President Mahmoud Yakubu, Chair of INEC Nigeria. The Assembly commended the outgoing Steering Committee and the staff of the Secretariat and stressed the need for consolidation on the gains achieved under the leadership of the outgoing Steering Committee and sustainability. In accordance with provisions of the ECONEC Statute, the General Assembly adopted a unanimous resolution conferring the title of Honorary President of ECONEC on Professor Mahmoud Yakubu in recognition of his exemplary leadership and contributions to the promotion of democracy and good governance in the ECOWAS region. The Assembly, respecting the principle of the network's linguistic balance, Anglophone, Francophone, and Lusophone, as enshrined in its statutes, elected the following members of the new 5-member steering committee for the next 2 years. 2019 to 2021, President Dr. Maria do Rosario Lopez Pereira GONCALVES, Chair of CNE, Cape Verde. First Vice President, Mr. Newton Ahmed Barry, Chair, Seni, Burkina Faso. Second Vice President, Mr. Momer Aliu Njai, Chair of IEC, the Gambia. Treasurer, Mr. Amado Ba, Chair, Seni, Mali, and Deputy Treasurer, Madam Jean Mensah, Chair, EC Ghana. The steering committee will be assisted by the Permanent Secretary of the Network and Head of the ECOWAS Electoral Assistance Division, EAD, Mr. Cyril Francis Gabriel Oke. The next regular biennial General Assembly is scheduled to take place in Praia, capital of Cape Verde. In a brief chat with the newly elected President of ECOWAS Network of Electoral Commissions, Dr. Maria do Rosario Lopes Gonçalves of Cape Verde, as she takes us on a journey on her plans for the new designation and portfolio she has to hold. She pledged her commitment in this interview to improve the quality of electoral process in the West African sub-region through the ECONEC platform. In her own words, I will do my best.
I am yours sincerely, Maria do Rosario Lopes Pereira Gonçalves, President of Electoral Commission from Cape Verde and President of ECONEC.
Nathan, seeing a woman emerge, the President of ECONEC for the year 2019 to 2021, right? So how does it feel? How do you feel about this elevation?
With a lot of responsibility, of course, but I'm very, very happy to myself. But the other women also, because it's possible to get different jobs. Jobs normally we think is men's job, you understand. Mm-hmm. In election issues is like something for men, not for women. A lot of challenge, but I am very, very confident that my team and me, we will be successful.
Okay.
So I'm very, very proud to myself, and I encourage all of women to be strong, to be confident, to invest in themselves, because it's possible to us to be successful, and it's possible to us to have an important important job.
Okay.
And I expect that ECONEC, with these teams, will continue to support electoral bodies of ECONEC in implementing measures for more participation of women, young people, and people with disability in electoral process. So it's possible also to ECONEC to bring electoral management bodies more closer each other. So to ensure that they can share their experience, to share good practices, and to support each other. It's very important for electoral bodies to support each other in the election issues, because it's not easier organize election in our sub-regions. We have a lot of challenge, but if we are close, if we share experience, if we share good practices, it's more easier for us. So I believe that ECONEC can be a platform to ensure that together we can do more, we can do better, we can do good election in our sub-region. But I want first to tell thank you to Nigerian government, INEC Nigeria, and also all Nigerians for all support they are given to ECONEC in Abuja. Especially, I want to tell thank you to Professor Yakubu Mahmoud Hakubu, Chairman of INEC, and I want also to congratulate him for a good job that he did for ECONEC. Look, I think that ECONEC can be important, very important platform that can facilitate ECOWAS in implement measures to implement principles of additional protocol on democracy to ensure quality of our election, to improve quality of governments in our sub-region. So I believe in ECONEC, I believe in my teams, and I'm very, very confident that we can give to have a good election and good democracy in Africa, in our sub-region.
Now, as the new president of ECONEC, what are you going to be doing differently that will make leaders and citizens in the sub-region, West African sub-region, the ECOWAS and all the stakeholders happy that indeed a woman can do what a man can do, if not better?
A lot of things I can do as a woman in my tenure. I believe I can help ECONEC to implement measures to help our electoral commission to implement measures to facilitate women participation first. ECONEC also can help electoral bodies to implement measures to give more powers to women to participate, to encourage women to participate in elections as a voters, but as a candidates. I believe that as a woman, I have more sensibility. So it's possible to do things better than men in these special issues in the human participation. We saw in a symposium yesterday that in our sub-regions, human participation is a challenge yet in our sub-region, because we saw that in many countries we don't have more than 20% of women in the parliament. It means that it's possible to do more, and electoral body can do more, and ECONEC can help them to do more activity, to do more empowerment to women to participate in the electoral process as a voter, as a candidate. Of course, political parties have an important role in these issues. Because of that, I think that electoral management body must work more with political party to prepare them to be more open for women in the political party. So I see a lot of things that ECONEC can be useful for the electoral management body. Look, if we have good election, we will have good democracy. But to have a good election, we must to have credible electoral management body. We must have a competent electoral management body. For that is important to help electoral management bodies in organize and prepare election. And ECONEC is an electoral management body organization. It means we can help each other. We can help them to find way to implement a measure to improve our electoral process, and so to ensure more quality of our democracy. Bodies in West Africa is implementing measures to help them, to include them in electoral process. I saw different initiatives, you understand. In Nigeria, for example, we saw special ballot papers for people with disability. It's a great thing we can share with the other countries. Like my country, Cape Verde, we don't have it. So I note that it's very important to have a policies for people with disability. But the more important is that we can see we are making progress in these areas. We are improving, we are taking measures to include people with disability. Actually, the change is more important for electoral management bodies is to identify and know where these peoples or peoples with disability, where they are. If we don't have a data, it's very difficult to implement the measures. So I saw that in the presentation yesterday because of that, I'm very, very, very confident we can do something special in these areas. And I think that ECONEC can share different experience that we have in the Suba region, like the experience we saw in Nigeria, to share it with the others electoral management bodies. It's possible also to ECONEC to help Electoral Commission to find a funding to implement measures to include people with disabilities in the electoral process. I want to thank Nigeria government, INEC Nigeria. Also, I want to thank Professor Yakubu, INEC chairman, and ECONEC honorary president, and congratulate him for the great job done for ECONEC. I want to thank you also, all Nigerians, me and my team, with support of INEC Nigeria and Professor Yakubu. We will continue to do everything is possible for us. We'll continue the job, good job he did to ECONEC, and I hope he will continue to be with us in this journey, in improving our election, improve our democracy for our sub-region, for West Africa sub-region. I want also to thank you, all sponsors that supported ECONEC for all these times. I want to thank you, Nigeria government, all sponsors that is supporting ECONEC, especially ECEs, European Union, Federal Republic of Germany, OCWA, also IZ, also for all support they are giving to us. I believe we've done, with my team, with Professor Yakubu, we will continue to do a good job in the ECONEC. We will continue to participate in this process of consolidation our democracy in West Africa sub-region. I want to thank you, ECOWAS, for support ECONEC. ECONEC will continue to work to improve electoral process in our sub-regions and to contribute in a consolidation of democracy in Africa. We are very, very happy for this success of our 6 ECOWAS network of electoral commissions by a General Assembly. And I want to thank you, our participants, our donors, my colleagues, to make it successful. I promise all of them I will do my best. I am yours sincerely, Maria do Rosario Lopes Pereira Gonçalves, President of Electoral Commission from Cape Verde and President of ECONEC. Thank you very much.